right, ladies and gentlemen, it's the battle of the two undefeated teams. Canada currently sitting in first place with a 4-0 record. East Ottawa Stars sitting right beside them at 3-0. We got a starting lineup today of Becca, Neela, Jad up front, Layla and Grace on the back end. Here we go. Puck one back across to Grace. Grace looking up for Neela. That's out of her reach, and it'll go for an icing call. We'll head back down the other end. Nice firm pass, but just a little off the mark. Becca lines up for the draw. Scrambled draw. Neela comes in, takes a poke at it. Puck pops out the opposite side. Jad picks it up. Headmans for Layla. Layla cross ice for Neela. Neela chips it in. Becca chasing down low. Puck scramble in the corner. Canada comes out with it. They'll throw it to neutral ice where Layla picks it up. Off the boards for Jad. Jad, she'll chip it in. Half her line's going off for a change. She'll put some pressure on. Aiden and Mia off the bench. The puck is pinned in the corner boards, and we'll have a whistle as Haley comes on to complete the line change. Mia settles in. Delayed draw, pulled back for Caitlin. Caitlin cross ice for Ava. Ava tries to flick it in. That's blocked, but she'll hang on. She working hard along the boards, looking for some room behind the net now. Gets it poked off of her stick. Mia in to help out. Canada takes over, broken up by Aiden, held in by Haley on the back end as she was covering for the D. Comes around the outside. Caitlin steps up, hits the puck. Can't hold on to it. Now Canada on a breakout. Over the blue line. Long shot, blocker save, goes wide into the corner. Caitlin rolls that one behind the net, picked up by Canada. Canada controlling behind the goal line. Bodied into the boards. Now Mia looking for that breakout, turns it right over into a dangerous spot shot. Nice save by Annabelle. Back, long shot, hits a body in front. Another opportunity, another kick save. Caitlin lifts a stick, puck rolls into the corner. Canada putting on some furious action here. Back to their blue line, long shot wide. Ava tries to get a piece of it, can't. Aiden comes in, throws a little shoulder. Bouncing around in front. This line is scrambling to clear it. Can't get it past the blue line. Puck goes up high off the glass. Canada going for a change, and Ava will backhand that out of the zone, and the Stars will get some fresh legs. Canada looking for a quick turn up. Rimmed around the boards. Battling hard and deep. Miley comes away with it, no stick, so she's trying to kick it around the boards to her teammates. Another shot right on, great save by Annabelle. Dylan comes to the far side, she'll pick up the puck, and now she's going to try to carry some steam. High backhand pass across ice for Caro. Caro chasing into the corner. Lauren following her up. Caro picks up the puck, quick backhand. That one steered into the corner. Caro rolls the puck down, looking for Miley behind the net. Miley picks it up in the corner. Miley and Dylan battling in the corner. Puck is up for Miley. Miley finds Neela. Neela in across the blue line. Cutting towards the middle. Weak backhand. That one's pushed aside. Canada chips it out of the zone. Grace picks up the puck. Quick up ice pass. Finds Neela. Neela tried to drag move. Didn't get it past the defender's stick. And now back comes Grace. Grace deep in her own zone. Stops behind the net. Up for Layla. Layla chipping it off the boards, looking for Neela. That gets knocked down. Canada takes over deep. Grace bodies against the corner as Becca tries to roll the puck around. Becca up for Jad. Jad trying to get it out, using everything she's got. Gets her feet on it, clears the zone. No control on the puck though. And Canada sends it back in. Annabelle tees that one up for Grace. Grace headmans the puck. That one's intercepted. Back to the Canada blue line. Bouncing up. Rolls into the corner. Canada still controlling the puck down low. That centering pass moved up high. Layla tries to get it over to Neela, but that goes in behind her. Not able to keep it in. Becca knocks that down with the body. Flips it up to the blue line, but not out. Neela rolls it back, looking for Grace. Gonna puck roll to Layla. Looking for Haley. Haley slightly mishandles it, turns. Gets it up to Becca, but that's poked away quickly and held in. Layla once again. Trying to roll it off the board, slips the check for Haley. Haley takes a crack at it now. Aiden's got it. She'll carry some speed across the red line. Tucks it in behind the D. That goes right to the keeper. And they'll hang on. Looks like Aiden lost her footing. Maybe a bit of a got away with a bit of a tripping there, but no call coming. So face off deep in the ladies' send zone. Yeah, face-off draw, rolls to the boards, but Canada controls. Aiden comes, knocks that one, blocks it. Mia gets a piece of it. Puck is bouncing around. Nobody can control it. Finally comes out to neutral zone, and Caitlin picks it up. Caitlin hits the brakes, turns. Has the puck stolen from her. Moves it back up. Haley takes over. Haley, she's skating 1-on-2. She comes across the offensive zone. Trying to protect the puck, battling hard, circles the net. Gets it back to the blue line, a little off the mark. And that puck will go down to Aiden in the corner. Canada tries to flip it out, held in at the blue line. Mia, she'll backhand that in. Comes back out, stopped by Lauren. Lauren circling, looking for room, has to pause, waiting for everybody to get on side. Turns over. Back up for Miley quick. Miley across the blue line. Nice little drag in behind the D. Over to Dylan. Dylan trying to backhand. Can't get enough of it. And the Canada keeper is able to scoop that one out of the air. Close call. Face-off draw controlled by Canada. They're him around the boards. Looking for that breakout. Intercepted by Miley. Taken over by Caro. Now Miley looking for it. Miley and Dill battling. Miley with a nice stick move. She comes away with it. Oh, centered. Dylan tips it just up over the net. Now Caro in the corner. Caro digging away. Dylan comes to help out. They're battling away. Caro skates away with it. Tries the centering pass, but that's just out of her reach. And a falling player from the Sens ends up drawing a bogus call as we have a phantom hook in here. Stars will go to their first penalty kill. Face-off draw controlled by Stars. Grace tries to clear it. Hits a body in front. Puck's bouncing around in the slot. Becca comes away with it. Her backhand flips it up, but not out. Stopped. Knocked down by Layla. Neela up at the top, trying to defend. As Canada rolls the puck around the top of the umbrella. Long shot, blocked by Becca. She comes away with it. She's going to skate it. Pushes it up, trying to get in behind the D. Nice work by Becca to get the puck down the ice. And now she's got it pinned against the board, trying to kill some clock. Good battle going down low, able to kill some seconds with Neela coming in to help out. And Anna finally breaks it out and sent right back in by Ava. That's the first minute killed so far, minute remaining. As Canada tries to set up their breakout. They get it up to the red line. They'll dump it in and chase. Caitlin going for it. She gets there first. Loses her feet. Can't quite get a piece of the puck. Now Canada's got it down low again. Put it to the side of the net. Jam. In the feet. Aiden comes away with it. Can't clear it. Gets a piece of it again. Long cross ice. Backdoor pass. Doesn't quite connect. Ava able to push the body into the corner. They're battling down low along the boards. Canada controls down low in the corner. Looking. Short angle shot. Saved by Annabelle. And she'll hang on. 22 seconds remaining in the Canada power play. 6:46 remaining and a scoreless tie. Mia digs in for the draw. Pulls it back. So we have a call up still as Melina still not able to take the ice with the rest of her team. I believe it is Olivia Cherico once again, but I'm not 100% certain on that. As she had to borrow a jersey, whoever it is. Try to get confirmation. But in the meantime, Haley Leach will head to the box. And the Stars are down to 3 players on the ice for the next 5 seconds. As Canada enjoys a 5-on-3 power play here for 5 seconds, and then 5-on-4 for another minute 55 after that. Oh, and Canada wins the draw, but throw it back out of the zone on their own. That gets one more skater on the ice. Aiden, nice, gets a piece of it. Mia trying to follow up, can't quite connect. Aiden again causing some havoc at the blue line. Canada finally brings it in to the offensive zone. They'll hit the brakes. Throw it back into the corner. Off to the sideboards. They throw it back and they'll clear the zone themselves once again. Cross ice, but they're offside, so that gives Lauren plenty of time. She fires it high, but it hits the linesman. Canada recovers across the blue line. Miley gets a body in there, able to angle out her player. Puck cleared to the red line. Canada having a backpedal here as they look to set up. Dylan takes a poke at it. She's chasing now. Dylan gets a piece of it, tries to push it in front for Miley. Dylan again picks up the puck along the boards. Curls back into traffic. She's taken down. She drew a penalty. And that'll even it up at 4-on-4 as Dylan keeps the feet moving. So it'll be 4-on-4 hockey for 55 seconds. And then the Stars will get their first look at a power play. Miley with a face-off, draw to Layla. Cross for Grace, long shot, high over the crossbar. That spot was there. I don't think the goalie saw it coming. Miley back to Layla again. Back to Miley. Miley protecting, goes cross ice for Grace. Grace for Layla. Layla dancing the blue line. Throws it down deep, now Dylan chasing. Dylan fights off a check, she's got some room, curls towards the front. In front, shot, blocked, kicks it out again. Puts it back for Grace. Grace up top. Cross for Layla. This is 4-on-4 hockey. The power play hasn't started yet. As Dylan tries the centering pass. Can't quite connect with Miley, and Canada takes over. They shovel it high, but blocked by Grace to keep it in the zone. Grace rolls it down deep. Dylan chasing down low. Puck rolls around the boards, and Layla will step up on the other side. Layla shovels it in. 5 seconds remaining in the Stars penalty as Layla has it. Now we're out for a power play. Grace. Long shot, goes through traffic, and the Canada keeper will hang on for the whistle. 4:23 remaining in the period. 1:01 remaining on Canada penalty. As the Stars will put out a fresh 5 for this power play. Becca set for the drop. Back to Caitlin. Caitlin leaves it for Ava. Back to Caitlin. Oh, that was the shot, kid. That was the shot. Over to Ava. Back down low for Neela. Backdoor pass looking for Becca, but she was tied up. Now she puts it back up top for Caitlin. Caitlin to Becca. Becca cross ice for Ava. Ava can't let that trigger go. Cross for Becca, back door. Oh, Becca again. You got to let these shots go, kids. And Kanata able to clear it out. Now fire it down the ice. 3 prime opportunities. Couldn't pull the trigger. Looking for that extra pass. Sometimes you just got to get shots at the net and let the girls in front do some work. Mila carrying it into the offensive zone. 14 seconds remaining on the power play. Centering pass is blocked. She's battling down low along the boards now. Jad tries to help out. Puck bounces. Pushed back into the corner by Becca. Mila coming away with it. Centering pass. Oh, but the Canada player coming out of the penalty box picks up the puck. Heads the other way. Stopped up by the call-up D. Over to Lauren. Lauren across the blue line. Lauren holds and waits. Gets it back for Mia. Aiden back up top for Lauren. Looking back down low for Aiden. Aiden cross up top. Long shot. Tipped in front just wide. Haley with a centering pass. That goes off the side of the net. Pops out the other side. And Kanata has a breakout here. They'll flip it in as they go for a partial line change, and Lauren chases the puck. Gets good body position. Mia takes over. Up for Haley. Haley in a stick battle. Can't win it. Puck fired back in. Now Aiden. Off the boards, looking for Lauren. That's just out of her reach. Lauren pokes it up for Haley. Haley, Lauren finally clears it. Wobbles down the ice. No icing call. Oh, as it just barely got there as the players touched it up. So it will be an icing all the way down. Miley waiting on the dot. Tries to pull it back, but Kanata gets there first. Control it along the boards. Back up top. Long shot, that's wide. And it comes the other side for Dylan. Dylan tries to chip it out. Finds Miley. Quick backhand for Caro. She'll throw it in deep and chase. Kanata gets there first. Rolling puck. Knocked down by Miley. In behind, Caro gets there next. Caro loses it in her feet. Kanata rims it around the boards, but Grace picks it up. Throws it back in. Down low for Caro chasing in the corner. Goes for a stick lift. Dylan comes to help her out. Puck bounces and rolls up her shaft. And Kanata comes out the other way. Dylan pestering. Layla able to step up with a poke check, and they'll put it back to the Kanata zone. Kanata looking for that long stretch pass. Gets in behind everybody. Grace picks it up behind the goal line. Overskates it. Kanata centering pass right on. Annabelle Sharp. She'll pick that one up. And now it looks like Miley's getting a late roughing call as she stepped in to protect her goalie and launched the Kanata player into the net. Once again, the Stars will be shorthanded. Kanata controls up of the blue line. Back to the sideboards. Up top of the umbrella, Jad looking for an opportunity to pinch it, but couldn't. Backdoor pass, that's off the mark. The puck rolls to the corner. Down low, Kanata back up top to the blue line. Back to the half wall. Looking up top, they circle. Now they're going to drive the lane. Backhand pass, backdoor, goes through everybody. Jad, I think, may have got a little bit of a stick lift there to defend. 42 seconds remaining in the period. The Stars are shorthanded. Pass all the way through the crease, pops out the other side. Kanata still controlling. Long shot, tipped wide. Kanata once again on the half wall. Up to the top of the blue line. No pitch and catch between the D. Stars doing well to keep them on the perimeter. Let Kanata kill their own clock here as that shot goes high. Annabelle gloves it down but can't hang on. Ava gets in there, loses her feet. Kanata still controlling down low. And they've successfully killed that one to the end of the period. But 46 seconds remaining in that penalty as we come back for the second period shortly. All right, folks, we're back for period number 2. Still shorthanded as the Lady Sens control the puck. They come in across the blue line. I did get confirmation that is Trinity Clark, not Olivia Cherko. So Trinity Clark picking up some slack for our missing defense. As Canada still controlling. Shot, sunlight blocked backhand, and Annabelle finds that one through traffic. She holds on. .22 seconds remaining in the kill. Mia pulls that one back cleanly. Grace flips it up the center and down the ice. Haley looks like she'll be the first one there. She's chasing the puck in the offensive zone. Trying to protect the puck. Finish killing the final 11 seconds of this penalty here. And Canada's able to edge her out along the boards and take over. And in they come. They stop, hit the brakes. Looking for some room, walk in. Centering pass, broken up nicely by Haley. Back to 5-on-5 hockey as Aiden jumps off the bench. Now Mia. Can't quite drag that puck around. Back comes Canada, and they lose their feet. Now Haley again. Over to Grace. Grace with a nice little move. Puts it up for Mia, just out of her reach. Puck rolls to the corner with Aiden chasing hard. Aiden gets there, can't get the puck though. Canada along their own boards on the near side. They head man it and flip and chase. Caitlin going for it in the corner. She'll get there first, but can't hang on to the puck. Canada player loses her feet. Miley comes away with the puck, but can't hang on to it. Now Canada again, back up to their blue line. They roll it back in deep where Caitlin meets it. Caitlin flips it back around to the Canada player in the corner. Now they're circling behind their net. Miley coming. Puck comes up top. There's an opportunity. Dylan chasing up the middle. She's got the jets on. Lifts a stick. Can't get the puck. Miley comes in to help her out. Miley tries to center for Dill. Carol, quick shot on. Dylan, backhand, flips up high. Puck still bouncing around the slot. In for the blue line. Here comes Lauren. Dylan's drawn another penalty in front as she got hacked down real hard. And the Stars will go back to the power play with a frenzy in front of the net. Dylan took a shot in the back, draws a penalty, back to the power play. that's a 4-minute as the Stars control. Layla up for Lauren, back for Layla. Back to Lauren. Lauren, high, shot, right on. You hear that one snap right into the trapper, the Lady Sens keeper. As there was some velocity on that puck. Miley wins it back cleanly, but Canada's getting kicked out of the face-off. Nice draw, but all for naught. Scramble draw picked up by Canada. As Layla tries to keep it in, but can't. Now Lauren's going to take over. Lauren off the boards for Miley. Miley hits the brakes. Mishandles it a little. Now Dylan comes to help her out. Dylan rolls it back for Lauren. Back cross ice for Carol. Carol backhands it off the boards and in. Miley gets a piece of it. She's chasing in the corner. Lifting sticks. Puck is in their feet. Dylan will come to try to help out. And Dylan's got it on her stick. Trying to break free. Find some room. Cuts towards the center. Shot low. Right on. And right under the pads. As the Canada keeper wasn't sure where it was. Somebody's getting a penalty here. Well, it looks like Canada going to the box for another play. Unsportsmanlike penalty, probably jawing at the ref after the play here. So now already with a 3-minute power play, it's going to be 5-on-3 hockey here. Need to get it on the right side of the clock there. Overturned, overruled. We're just on pause here as the timekeepers try to figure out the clock as they put the original penalty on the wrong side of the board, and they're trying to figure out how to get that 3 minutes and 15 seconds back to the proper side of the scoreboard. Apparently a little easier said than done. So they decided rather than moving the 3 minutes to the proper side of the board, it was easier to move the 2 minutes to the wrong side of the board. As the Stars control off the draw, Grace leaves it there for Ava. Ava back for Grace. Back to Ava. Mila. And Jad got taken down hard in front. Could have been another penalty there. Lady Sens able to clear it. As Ava chasing back. Again, Jad taken down. Interference all over the place, but no extra calls coming. I figure they've been punished enough. As Mila skates it across the blue line. It's in behind the D, hits the brakes. Puts it up for Becca. Becca up top for Ava. Ava over to Grace. Back to Becca. Shot goes in. Looks like another penalty coming here again. As Annabelle comes out of the net for an extra skater. Up top for Becca. Becca shot, hits traffic in front. Finally, they touch the puck. And so we're going to have some extended power play time here as that 2 minutes doesn't start until the other minute and 10 comes off the clock.
I would say that was more of a bullshit because it didn't come out. Yeah, but what he does. Moving it early.
All right, so still 5-on-3. It's a face-off draw, scramble. Aiden comes in through. Shot, right on. Rebound, can't quite handle it. Now Haley rolls it back for Lauren. Lauren up top. Gets it over for Aiden. Aiden back up for Lauren. Lauren turns back the other way. Oh, her attempted pass gets cleared. Now Aiden. It's a rolling puck. Tries to flip it up, gets it to Haley. Haley's going to come in and get set up. Now Aiden. Up for Lauren. Back to Aiden. Let's get a shot here, girls. Shot right on, held on. Shot right on. Rebound comes out. Lauren hard. That's right on. The keeper's able to hold on. Nice save. So 23 seconds remaining and the shortest penalty, but as soon as that 23 comes off, 2 minutes goes back up. So the Stars are still going to be 5-on-3. Miley on the draw. Puck goes back to Canada's way. Carroll gets her body in. Miley steals the puck. She's got it. She gets bodied out in the corner though. Puck's turned over, but Dylan gets a stick down. Dylan comes away with it. She's trying to walk out of the corner. Nice drag move. Drives it towards the net. Backhand for Carroll. Just under her stick. Carroll up top for Ava. Ava cross ice for Layla. Layla back to Ava. Long shot. Puck hits some traffic on the way through. Miley with a nice stick lift. Oh, she's getting called for a hooking here. That's just an even up call at this point. She was in a tough battle there. So 4-on-3 for another minute and 1 second. Stars still at the man advantage. Looks like Dylan steps in for the draw, wins it cleanly. And Layla picks up the puck. Lots of room to skate out there, girls. These three players are busy in the penalty box. Layla headmans it for Dylan. She's trying to carry some speed through the neutral zone. Goes for the drag move. Mishandles it, but Layla picks up the slack. Back for Ava. Back to Layla. Layla circles off the boards for Neela. Neela back up top for Layla. Cross for Ava. Back for Layla. Long shot. Rebound. Oh, sorry. Deflection in front. Goes just wide. Dylan trying to control the puck here and lays it off for Ava. Ava, nice cross ice pass, but hit a stick. Centering pass attempt. Neela can't get a hold of it. Neela battling down low. Dylan comes to help out, but puck is fired off the boards, off the stanchion with a funny hop. Up for Layla. Back to Ava. Ava's going to carry this one in. Protecting the puck. 4 seconds remaining on the power play. Lauren circling, looking for her spot. Let's get a shot here, girls. Becca taken down. Oh, and then Layla. Lauren's shot hit Becca in the back. Oh, Lauren with a nice scoop, but we're at 4-on-4 hockey here. Oh, Lauren picks it up. Lauren goes wide. Her feet are taken down. Draws a penalty on that one. I think that was a bit of a weak call, but it makes up for the weak call the other way, so we'll call that one even. There's been a steady parade to the penalty box for both teams here. And back to 4-on-3 hockey. Becca wins the draw. Back. Trinity over to Lauren. Lauren with a quick shot, but that was a little high. Easily gloved down as the Canada keeper seems to be finding everything so far. 8:20 remaining in a scoreless second period. Canada rims it around the boards. Trinity gets there, trying to control a rolling puck. Bounces over her shaft of her stick. Goes cross ice for Lauren. Lauren softly in deep. Neela chasing. Canada gets there first. They bring it back around the boards the other side. Lauren catches up to it before the blue line. Back to 4-on-4 here. Lauren drops it, looking for Becca. Back to Lauren, but that's in her skates. Now Neela working hard down low. He has her stick lifted. Canada flips it out. That should be an icing call. Back to power play. Hard to keep up with all these penalties as time comes off the clock.
I'll be your color guy.
Jad picks it up in the neutral zone. She's skating with some speed. Kicks it up to her stick. Hits the brakes. Loses her feet as she tries to pass it back to Aiden. Now Aiden battling hard. Spins away from traffic. Comes up with the puck. She controls down low in the corner. Off the boards for Caitlin. Caitlin cross for Grace. Grace mishandles it. Catches it back up to it. To Caitlin. Long shot. Deflected in front. Jad down low. Jad up top for Grace. Shot through. Hits Jad right on. We're blocking more of our shots than Canada is. Annabelle out to play it, but that's knocked down by the Canada player. Grace and Mia. Aiden comes to help out. Aiden looking for Haley. Haley almost put herself offside. Puck bounces around. Now Mia takes over. Mia chips it in deep. 9 seconds remaining in this power play. As Haley has it in the corner, but pops over her stick. Aiden chips it back in for Mia. Mia trying to come out of the traffic, looking for Haley, but that was intercepted. Canada looking for the long breakout pass. Haley tries to meet the Canada player in the corner. Now Ava gets a piece of it. Ava battling hard down low. Aiden comes in to help out, but Canada comes over with the puck. That pass centering goes right through everybody. Long shot right on. Annabelle hangs on. Nice save by Annabelle. Hasn't seen as much action with all the penalties in the last few minutes, but sharp when she needed to be. Miley set for the draw. Rolls to the corner for Layla. She'll chip it around to Ava. Ava back to Layla. Layla looking up ice for Caro. One touch pass. Doesn't quite connect. Back to Ava again. Now she finds Miley. Miley over the red line to the blue line with speed. Drops it for Dylan. Drives the net. Dylan shot right on. Bounce. Second opportunity. Puck still is at the side of the net. Centering pass for Layla. Shot. Oh! Kick saved by the Canada keeper. Dylan looking for that rebound. Couldn't quite catch up to it. Nice action once again. Now Ava. Cross ice for Layla. Layla back to Ava. Back to Layla. Little pitch and catch here. Nice move by Layla to break free. Gets a nice up ice pass for Caro. Caro looking for Dylan, but hits a skate. Now Trinity steps in from the blue line. She pushes it down low. Dylan picks it up behind the net. She gets crunched into the boards, but backhand pass in front. Just goes over Miley's stick. Lauren holds it in. Canada able to intercept. Now Canada will come out across the red line. Neela off the bench. And Trinity chases to the corner. Trinity fans on that attempt. Canada takes over, centering pass. Flipped up over the crossbar. Now, whistle is blown as the net gets knocked off. We'll have a face-off deep in the Stars' defensive end. Becca set for that draw. That's it for Trinity. Trinity's clearing attempt, hit a skate, and she's just in a body battle in the corner. She wins the shoving match, but not the puck. Centering attempt knocked down nicely by Becca. That comes back up to the blue line. Becca once again gets her body in front of it. Looking for Jad to that breakout pass through the middle, but Jad didn't see it in her feet. Canada down low, but she's getting pressured from Jad and Neela. As Caitlin steps up to hold it in. Now Neela rolls it down low for Jad. Jad along the boards. She gets shoved in. Now Neela comes to scoop it out. Canada trying to play heavy on the body. It's Ava, long shot, looping, kicked aside, puck sitting there. Neela a little late on jumping on it. Canada finally tries to break it out, but that's intercepted by Caitlin. Caitlin back for Ava. Ava back to Caitlin. Up to Neela. Neela has to turn away from traffic. Fans on that pass as she loses her feet. Caitlin throws it back in the shit mix as they're all battling along the boards. Finally pops out Canada's side. And Jad will get to it first. She'll send it back in. They'll head for a line change. And here comes Mia. Followed closely by Aiden and Haley takes over in the neutral zone. Rolling puck, tries to poke it to Mia. Mia had her stick lifted. Now back comes Canada the other way. Over the blue line. Cutting across the crease. Backhand. That one's knocked down by Caitlin. She'll chip it high and into the boards. Thrown back in deep. Caitlin again on the backhand for Haley. Haley looking at breakout for Mia. Mia looks for Aiden on the other side. Nice puck movement. Aiden tries the drag move. Can't get it. Does pick up the puck on the other side finally. Circles back into traffic. Gets it off the boards for Grace, but she can't handle it. And she was caught up on her backhand side. She goes over to her partner, Layla. Up for Grace. Centering pass. Miley. Over to Caro. Caro, she'll drag it in deep. She'll bring a defender with her. She's circling, waiting for some help. Caro, now Dylan takes over. Dylan's got some room for Miley in front. Miley, backhand play. Back up top for Layla. Layla, cross ice for Grace. Grace, long shot. That goes right through everybody. Back to the other side. Now Miley, up top for Grace. Grace, long shot. Miley, off the side of the net. As that one rolled on her, she tried the one-timer. Now Miley with a nice stick move. Back up top for Grace. Nice pass. Grace waiting a little long. Caro getting a piece of it. Now Dylan digging for it. Puck rolls to the corner. That'll hammer it around the boards. Layla steps in to hold it in. This line just causing all kinds of problems for Canada. Now Caro in front. Her shot off a stick. Miley from her knees attempts to play it. Canada finally rolls that one out and down the ice. That's going to go for an icing call. But great pressure from that line. As they head off for a rest, and we'll have some fresh legs for a face-off deep in the Canada zone with a minute 33 remaining in the scoreless second period. Face-off draw. Battle goes to the boards. Neela's in there with Becca chasing. Becca gets a piece of it. Now Jad's going to try to beat them on the other side. Able to hold them up. Maybe that puck pops over Trinity's stick. Does a good job to get her body in the way. She wasn't going to reach that puck. And off the boards to the neutral zone, but quickly thrown back in. Lauren. Off the boards for Jad. Bounces over her stick. Now Canada forced back to their own end. Neela with some nice pressure. Becca tries to follow up, but Canada able to flip it into the star zone. Trinity shakes off that forechecker. Takes it down for Neela. Nicely up for Becca. Becca underneath looking for Jad just behind her, but she'll pick it up off the boards. Jad taken down once again. No call coming here. As the stick was slashed out of her hand. High off the glass. Knocked down by Jad. Picked up by Neela. Neela on the back end, trying to center it. That's knocked down. Oh, Jad taken down hard in front. That one's going to get a call. As the Stars are going to go back to the power play. Lauren, long shot. That one bounces in front, just wide. And finally the whistle blows as Jad just took a beating in front of the net. 22.6 remaining in the second period. And the Stars will get another look at a power play. Oh no, the puck slid out of the zone as Caitlin couldn't get her stick on it. Now Caitlin, fans on that cross ice attempt. Ava picks it up for Mia. Mia leaves it there for Haley. Haley reaching for it, gets in behind. Tough angle, circling, wrap around, puck's in front. Ava leans into it, puck bounces, scores! On the deflection in front. I don't know if Aiden might have tipped that one or Ava got that off a defender. And the Stars finally jumped out to that 1-0 lead they've been looking for. Right as the clock winds down. That was a buzzer beater, folks, as there is no time left on the clock.
Was that before the buzzer?
Yeah.
There was no buzzer, it was not even before the buzzer.
Yeah. It was before the buzzer. It was before the buzzer. I saw it go right on.
And we're back with period number 3. As the Stars have just jumped out to a 1-0 lead. We will start this period with empty penalty boxes, which is a rarity for this game so far. Face-off draw, controlled by the Stars. Looking up for Aiden, off of her stick. Knocked down at center ice by Haley. Would have been called a high stick, but Canada takes over. Haley gets a piece of that one out of the air again, but not enough. Now Grace. Off the boards for Aiden. Aiden backhanding, looking for Mia, but that just goes under her stick. Now Canada tries to scoop out the other side. Grace, down low. Rolls around the boards, but right onto the Canada stick. She takes a little bit of a shove to the head. As Canada now controls deep. Rolls back in behind the boards. Canada crawling behind the net. They're looking for a centering pass. They get it up top to the blue line. Long shot, well wide, bounces out the other side. Haley gets there, doesn't get much on it. Now Mia takes a chop on it. Can't clear it. Back to Grace. No one's hit by his stick. Now Mia's finally got some room. There's cross ice for Aiden, but that was telegraphed by the defender. And Canada comes back in. Now they got an opportunity. Quick shot. Nice save, Annabelle. Puck sits there. Layla pushes it to the side, but not deep. Annabelle with a nice tight angle save. Flipped in front, knocked down. Off the body. Canada still trying to find it. Layla with a good poke check. Back up to the blue line. Nicely blocked by Miley. Another shot goes right through, but wide again. Kicked right in front. Nice save, Annabelle. Another shot wide. Backhander. Annabelle reaches out. She finally covers it up and holds on. Now somebody's getting thrown out here. It looks like Layla is going to get in trouble for defending our goalie. And now the Stars are once again shorthanded. As Canada attempts to tie it up on their power play here. Today we have a 20-minute third period, so 18:22 remaining. As Miley gets set for the draw here. Dillon tries to flip that one back. Miley reaches for it. She pokes it free. Her stick's knocked out of her hand, or she might have had a breakaway there. Dillon pestering up top. Dillon gets a swipe at it. Now Miley. Is Canada having a hard time getting into the zone? Finally do. That one's blocked. That one goes all the way through. Comes out the other side at the half wall. Up to the top of the umbrella. Miley gets a piece of it again and clears the zone. Now Miley with Dillon. Puts it across. Dillon's in, looking for it. Can't quite control the puck. I don't know what she was thinking. She slowed down too much. Now Canada's coming back the other way hard. Canada gets in deep. They'll hit the brakes and try to stop and set up. Dillon takes a swipe. Canada gets it out on their own. The Stars will get out off the ice for a change. As Becca and Caro come out to defend. Drag move, stopped. Puck knocked down by Lauren once again. Lauren in the corner. Has the puck, fires it around the boards. Out the other side. Canada on the half ball, back up to the blue line. They look across the other side. Head shot into the corner. Canada controlling on the near boards again. Caro takes a swipe at it. They try to go backdoor, shot off the side of the net. Nice poke check by Caro to send the puck back into the corner. Canada still down low. Up top. They go on the half wall on the far side again. Back to the near side. Backdoor, nicely intercepted by Becca. Good telegraph on that play. Back up top. Long shot and through traffic. And that is a goal as Canada ties it up on the power play. As it was deflected in front. Annabelle couldn't quite see it and slips past her to tie the game. Controls off the face-off. Got some momentum. They're looking to come back for more as they flip it in high. Ava trying to settle a rolling puck off the boards, looking for Jad, but that's intercepted. Canada controlling, centering pass. That goes through everybody, out to the near side boards. Flip back in deep. Caitlin gets it up to Neela. Neela trying to center. That goes past everybody, and that's going to roll deep as the puck's on edge. Will not get there for an icing call as Jad comes in on the forecheck. Jad and Becca. Becca steals the puck. Has it knocked back off her stick, but here comes Jad again. Jad gets it off the boards looking for Caitlin. Caitlin stepped up a little too high, couldn't handle the puck. Now here comes Canada in, 1v1. Nice poke check from Ava to send it to the corner. Picked up by Becca, over to Neela. Neela trying to skate this one out. Neela looking to catch up to the puck. Go through everybody here. She comes down low, circling the net. Centering pass, that's off the mark. And Mia gets a body in there. Loses her feet. Glad able to stop it with her skate, but not catch up as she heads to the bench. And Layla forces the Lady Sens to throw it in deep. Grace, over to Layla. Layla, rolling puck, trying to chip it up. Just hops over Aiden's stick. Now Aiden battling along the boards. Canada flips it in deep. Grace again behind her own net. That centering pass goes off a skate. Not a shot in dangerous position, but Layla clears it backhand, but not out. Shot flip high and over the net. There's Aiden. Turns back. Just throws it off the boards to clear it out. Get some breathing room and see if we can regroup in the neutral zone. Haley knocks it down. She's standing offside. Finally gets it in. Aiden chasing. Canada rims it around the boards. On the near side. Cross ice, up through the center. They try to take it wide, drag move, but held up by Trinity on the body. Now taken over by Lauren. There's some argy-bargy stuff going on behind the play, and none of the refs were looking. And Lauren trying to control down low. Haley comes to lift the stick. Haley takes the body but overskates the puck. Now here comes Miley behind the net. She's trying to pick it up. She'll dig it out. Aiden comes in to help. Aiden's got it behind the net now. As her stick's tied up. She has it pinned on there with her skate. Aiden finally scoots out with it. Centering pass. Haley's stick was tied up. Not able to get it out. And Lauren takes over at the blue line. Cross ice for Trinity. Quick up for Miley. Miley over the blue line. She's 1-on-4. Now has Dylan trailing her. Miley throws it in for Caro. Nice little play. I like what she saw there. But couldn't quite connect. Very heady pass. Ava for Dylan. Dylan had it hop on her. Now Miley. Unfortunate backhand pass. Kick save. Puck sitting there. Annabelle with another save. Puck's loose behind the net. And Dylan with a nice poke check. She'll come away with the puck. She's got some speed. Throws it off the board. Gets in behind the D, but held up. No interference call on that one. Good play by the Canada defender because she was getting beat bad on that play. And Caro, centering pass. Misses the mark. Stars are offside, have to regroup. And Caro trying to put on some pressure. As Caitlin steps up, fans on the puck, and Canada player walks past her and into the corner. Caitlin re-engages, can't get the puck. Centering pass right on. Nice save by Annabelle. Caitlin, another clearing attempt turned over. Now back for Becca. Cross ice for Jad. Jad trying to wind up the speed but can't turn the corner. As she's pulled to the ground. Canada flips it but not out. Layla right back in for Becca. Becca trying to centering pass. Canada's starting to play heavy on the body here. Across for Grace. Grace shot through traffic, sitting there. Doesn't make it to the net. Now Layla. Back to the corner. Becca. Trying to roll it low, looking for Neela. Jad gets in there. Now Grace. Cross ice for Layla. Layla. Backdoor for Neela. Neela, quick shot, save. Rebound. Can't catch up to it. Now Grace has it. Grace goes for a little skater on the far side. Tries to roll it in deep. She loses her feet. Grace still battling though. Grace and Jan have their feet. Now Layla. Across for Becca. Becca, long shot. Hits a body in front. And she's cross-checked to the ice. No call. Grace able to hold it in. Here comes Neela. Oh, now that... calling for a hook when it was actually a trip at best. And the Stars go back to a penalty kill situation. 11 and a half minutes remaining in the third period. Trinity and Lauren will be on the back end with Haley and Mia to start the kill. Mia wins the draw, but Canada gets to the puck first. Canada controls on the half wall. Looking to set up top. Puck's rolling, they can't control it, goes back to the half wall opposite side. Little move, she tries to walk in, backhander, high, up into the opposite corner. Now Mia gets her body on it, tries to poke it out with the stick, can't clear the puck. Still backdoor controlling, shot again, high and over the net. Mia gets there, tries to lift the stick, puck's in defeat, now Lauren. She'll fire it around the boards opposite side. Trinity will get there. She'll flip it up, but right into the body of the Canada player. Her stick is held. No holding call. That stick was pulled right out of her hands. Canada looking back door. Kick save, Annabelle. Off to the corner. Trinity gets stick back in her hand as Mia rolls the puck down the other end. Canada controlling up at their blue line. First minute of the power play is gone. Another centering pass, another save by Annabelle. Reaches out, hangs on. Good reaction from Annabelle there. She'll cover up.
I like it.
Hayden and Dylan out there up front with Ava and Caitlin on the back end as they try to kill the final 53 seconds of this penalty. Ava takes over. She rolls it off the boards to the blue line, but not out. Aiden putting some quick pressure on, but Canada controlling on the half wall now. Dylan knocks that backdoor pass down. Aiden reaches for it, can't get there. Now Caitlin hammers it off the boards. Backdoor pass off the mark. Quick shot off of Ava's pads and out. That'll clear the zone as Aiden puts pressure up top. Aiden's the F1 on the forecheck here as they get in behind her. And Caitlin takes over. She'll dump it all the way down the length of the ice. That'll kill some more time off the clock. Aiden having an opportunity. Aiden gets there first. Aiden steals the puck. Tries to chop it towards the net. I don't know if she had Dylan coming in looking for it, but it's turned over. Aiden with a great check on the forecheck here. She's still killing more time off the clock. That ends the penalty. And now we're getting another penalty here as a tripping call comes to Caitlin as she was tied up at the blue line. And to get any momentum of the steady march to the penalty box here. Nice face-off draw from Miley. Gets it for Layla. Puck comes back. Miley trying to push her way through traffic. And she's guarding the top of the blue line here. Pass comes far side. Back up to the top of the umbrella. Rolled into the corner. Layla gets there. Can't control the puck as she's looking for an angle to flip it out. Canada up to their blue line. Long shot blocked by Miley. Puck rolls to the half wall. Miley engages again, but can't steal the puck. Back up top to the blue line. Long one. Looking for that backdoor tip almost. Layla had her stick lifted as she tried to clear it. Back to the top of the blue line. Cross to the near side. I like to look for that sort of backdoor pass, this team. And the Stars doing a good job keeping them to the outside as Grace is battling bodies in front. Up top, down low again. Top of the blue line, through traffic, bounces wide. Layla pushes the player under the boards, gets the puck, pokes it off to the side. Miley has a chance at it here, can't clear it. Now they get it up to the blue line again. Long shot, tipped by Miley over the stick of Caro. Back to the blue line. Long shot, blocker save Annabelle. Centering pass stopped. Canada still controlling. 24 seconds remaining in the penalty here. Caro with a nice stick tips the puck up into the corner. Again, keeping the Sens to the outside as they try to circle up top. Miley gets a piece of it, and again, puck off of her skate, but not out. Backhanded in deep. Canada tries it, tight angle. Puck sitting there. Annabelle covers up. That penalty just expires. And a lot more shit talk happening right in front of Annabelle in the blue paint. No penalties this time. Back to even strength hockey. 7:15 remaining in a 1-1 tie. Off draw controlled by the Stars. They wrap it on the boards. Jad tries to chip it out. Intercepted. Now Jad finally gets it. Out in the neutral zone. Canada picks it up. A little far side and hits the linesman. Able to cause some havoc there as Becca tries to skate in with it. Her stick was tied up. Jad working hard, trying to push her way through the blue line, but stop the play, and the face-off will be inside the Lady Sun zone. Becca pulls that draw. Neela comes in and take it. Puck was caught up in the equipment somewhere. Now Jad has it. She tries to shoot, but can't quite get it off. Now Neela pokes it back for Lauren. Lauren goes across for Trinity. Trinity rolls into the corner looking for Jad. Jad gets there, but can't get her stick on it as Becca tries to help out. Now Jad again. Drops it for Trinity. Trinity, nice for Lauren. Shot! Oh, that goes high over that corner. Nice pass from Trinity. And she controls up top again. Rolls it down low. Over the opposite side. Lauren. Lauren gets it down for Neela. Neela has it in her skates, and Becca comes to help out. Penalty coming up here. Lauren heads to the box, and the Stars are back on the PK once again. Gonna have a hard time getting a win if we're gonna finish this game shorthanded. Face-off draw, held by the Stars, but can't clear it. Haley lifting his stick, battling hard. Comes back up top. Now they get that centering pass in the slot. Push the outside. Nice save by Annabelle. Puck push to the corner. Canada still controls. Up top to the blue line. Kicked off skate into the corner. Mia gets a piece of it. Can't quite clear it. Cross ice. Wide open on the other side. Long shot. Kick save. Puck sitting there in the paint. Annabelle looking for it. Oh, nice kick save. Annabelle lost her stick. Scorpion save. And the puck clears the zone and offside. What a beauty play. Puck was scrambled back door. It looks like Canada tried to flip it up, and Annabelle scorpioned her feet, and I think she got a piece of it and kept it out. Puck's outside of the zone. Miley set for the draw. Swings at it, comes away with the puck, and bounces up to the Canada defender. Canada gets it, and will hold the neutral zone. Carroll putting some pressure on now. Canada tries to go up the far side. Cross ice into the near side, and that's offside once again. Five minutes remaining in the period. Grace with the puck. She'll flip it up high into the neutral zone. That bounces over the defender. And Miley's going to put a chase on here. Miley with a nice stick lift. Steals the puck. Forcing Canada back in their end once again. Now Canada coming through neutral zone with some steam. Shot. Kick save into the corner. Canada picks it up. Miley gets her body in there. She angles the player out. Kicks it again, tries to get her stick on it. Has it stolen. Annabelle with a nice save off the blocker and trapper at the same time, and she hangs on. 24 seconds remaining in the penalty kill. Dylan and Becca will try to get them out of a jam here. Soft draw, won by Canada, and they'll control up top of the blue line. Back to the half wall. Becca putting some pressure on. Cross to the near side. Dylan takes the lane away, gets a piece of it. Puck rolls to the corner. Opposite side. On the half wall, back up to the blue line. Cross to the near side. Pitch and catch. That kills a penalty. Dylan gets aggressive now at the 5-on-5. Dylan knocks the puck down. She'll skate it behind her own net. She'll look to come out with some pace. Backhands it up. Looking for Jad, but just out of her reach. Becca can't hold on. Dylan re-engages. Puck rolls back to Grace. Off the boards for Dylan. Dylan trying to control it. Can't. Trying to bulldoze her way through. Overskates the puck. Canada throws it back in for Grace. Grace settles it down. Hits Jad on the breakout pass. Jad's getting held hard. No holding in this game being walked away with. No calls coming. Well, Haley has it. Now Jad. Jad and Haley coming in 2-on-2. Jad tries to get it to Haley off the tip of her stick, high into the corner. She'll roll it back around the boards. Caitlin comes in. She centers it right off the defender. That puck settles down and back comes Canada. Caitlin with a sweeping poke check rolls the puck deep in her own end, but Canada gets to the puck first. As Ava's battling away for it, now here's Becca. Becca flips it high, but that's up into the mesh. And the face-off will be in the Stars zone, 2:48 remaining in a tie game. Face-off draw controlled by the Stars. As Lauren tries to skate with it, she's protecting the puck. He's on a drive. Getting hit hard. Now Miley has it. Along the boards. Back up for Lauren. Lauren looking for some room. She circles back. Gets it down low for Miley. Miley tries the centering pass. Picks up her own puck. Now Haley. Centering pass off the side of the net. Miley picks it up. In front for Aiden. Just bounces over her stick. Canada comes in. They'll flip it deep. As Lauren picks it up. Cross for Trinity. Puck comes up. Canada in a dangerous spot. They have the puck in the slot. Another save by Annabelle. Trinity pushes it off to the side. Out of Haley's reach. She can't clear the puck. Canada behind the net. Once again, they fan on that centering attempt. Now Aiden takes over. Aiden's going to look for some room through the middle. She's skating hard. Hits the brakes. Centering pass for Miley. Miley trying to stick handle through traffic. Her stick was lifted. They're watching her closely. Now Grace steps up. Back for Layla. Neela battling hard down low, waiting for some help. Finally, Becca's coming in. Now Dylan joins the group. Dylan trying to skate away with it. Has her feet taken out from under her. Now Dylan's got the puck again. Gets it in behind the D. Lifts the stick. Wraparound attempt. Oh, can't get the shot off. Her stick's held up once more. And across the other side. Grace has the puck. Up for Neela. Neela loses her feet. Puck flipped up into the penalty box. Final minute play, 52 seconds remaining in the tie game. As the Stars hope for one last push, as they put Miley and Aiden and Caro up top. That comes back, Lauren, long shot, right on save. Took all of 3 seconds off the clock, so 49 remaining. As Canada's getting kicked out of the draw. Miley with a nice face-off win. Again to Lauren. Lauren with a nice move, slips some traffic. Coming in again, oh, just couldn't quite catch up to the puck with a nice drag move. Now it's behind the net. Into the corner, Miley tries to meet it. Canada gets it out of the zone, edged out by Lauren. Now Ava's got it. Ava up for Lauren. Lauren centering pass just out of the reach of Caro. 25 seconds remaining. To Miley. Miley's got some room. Dangles. Can't catch up to it. In front. Shot. Second round. Rebound. Aiden couldn't tuck it in backdoor. Miley on the corner again. Still has it. Up for Caitlin. Caitlin's shot, deflected, rolls in front. Puck rolls into the corner, Aiden chasing, and that will end your game. 1-1 tie. What a battle that was. Great goaltending on the Canada zone. She came up big. Great goaltending in the Stars zone. Annabelle looked sharp today when she needed to be. That was a lot of fun, but we are done. We will see you next game.